What's going on, everyone? My name is Chase with Shinify, and over the last year, I made over $2 million. And today, I want to talk about how I was able to do it. I also want to talk about the things that I see other people doing that helps them earn money. And I want to talk about the things that I see people not doing, which is inhibiting them from earning money. So if you haven't earned any money yet online, don't worry, you're in the right place. I want to talk about all the things that you need to do to get started. Number one, stop expecting to earn money within a small time frame. If you're looking to earn $1,000 tomorrow, it's probably not going to happen. And the reason why is because when you start something and you're new, the way you make money is not by going and learning this new thing and doing it overnight. It's by practicing something and getting really good at it. The amount of value that you provide to others is usually the amount of money that you make. So if you provide a crazy amount of value, you make money. Now, if you're starting out, you're brand new at something, you're probably not going to be very good. And so your value, again, is not going to be very high, which means you're not going to make a lot of money. And so instead of focusing on earning a bunch of money, focus on becoming better. Focus on becoming more valuable. Focus on yourself. If you can focus on you and think about what you can do to improve, usually, as you improve, the things around you will start to change. Most people try to change the things outside of them, like their relationships, money, all these different things that have nothing to do with their actual inside growth. If you want to grow as a person, and you want to make more money and become better, you are competing with you. You're not competing with somebody else. So if you see somebody else making all this money, you go, I wish I could do that. Well, you can, but you have to become better, and you have to practice. Most people that make a lot of money are very good at making money because they've practiced it for so long. Maybe they're doing videos every day, maybe they're doing emails, maybe they're doing all these things that might seem simple, but repetition creates greatness. And if you want to be great at something, you have to keep repeating it over and over. Number two, if you want to earn money, focus on building an audience that's interested in the thing that you're going to be talking about and ultimately selling. So part of the reason why I was able to make so much money selling software or services or courses or things that I've sold in the past and still continue to sell is because I focused on building an audience that was interested in the thing that I was talking about and then selling. So if you want to start building an audience, let's say around AI, or you want to start building an audience around health or an audience around anything, you want to start thinking about how can I build that audience, warm up that audience by continually engaging with them and then eventually selling them something because they like and trust me. If you don't have people that like and trust you, the chances of you selling something to them is very low. And that's why there's a lot of really poor famous people on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. There's plenty of people that get millions of views that don't make any money. Why is that? Because just because somebody saw something that you posted doesn't mean that you're going to make money off of it. You have to build a relationship with that person. You don't actually need that many people to start watching your content or watching what you do. You only need a very few amount of people, let's say 100 people, to give you $1,000, that's $100,000 a month. That's over $1 million a year. So you don't need millions of views. What you need is the ability to figure out who are you selling to? What do they want? What would improve their lives? What would be worth paying $1,000 for? If you focus on the people around you, instead of focusing on your problems, you focus on their problems, you're going to make a lot more money. So that's why number three is stop thinking about you. Most people are thinking about how can I make money? How can I do this? How can I do that? It's not going to work well for you if you keep thinking that way because you're going to be thinking with a deficit mentality, a consumer mentality, which is how can I have more? Stop thinking about having more. Think about your life as an abundant life. If you have what you need and you're happy and you have room to give, usually, the more you give, the more you get in return. And so I don't know what your beliefs are, but my beliefs are that if I focus on giving out to the universe, right? Helping people because I want to help, helping people because I feel like I can help because I have more things to give. usually the universe will give back to me. Now, that's your choice on how you want to believe in things, but I think the more you can focus on an abundance mindset, the more money you will make and the easier it will be to make money. Number 4 is focus. This is one of the hardest things I think people, including myself, have to do. If you can just focus on the thing that you set out to do and you really became good at that thing. You say, I want to learn how to earn money by creating videos. Let's say it's long form videos like the one you're watching right now, or it could be short form. And you start creating consistency. Every single day you're posting a video, regardless of how you feel. Eventually, you will become good at that, but it's because of your focus on that thing. Most people, what they do is they do something, they get sort of good at it, and then they stop doing it because they go, I'm bored, I don't want to do this anymore. One of the biggest reasons why I have an audience is because of the fact that I've spent so long building content. In fact, over the last 6, 7, maybe even 8 years now, I've done close to 1 video a day for almost 7 or 8 years straight. And so because of that, not only have I gotten moderately good at doing videos, I also have the result of doing that many videos, which is I had a lot of people watching those videos. And because of all the videos and the viewers, I was able to start selling things. But it took a lot of time. It took a lot of repetition. I'm still working on it. In fact, most of the videos I create, probably including this one, I'll say to myself, wow, I could have done that better. I'll look back at this in a year and I'll go, that sucked. But it's not about being great right now. It's about working towards becoming better. And most people have this perfectionist mentality, which is that I should be good at this right now. I should be at this destination that I'm not currently at. And so if I'm not there, then it's just not good enough. And I'm here to tell you that you're never going to be at the destination you want, because as soon as you get to the destination, you're going to want to go to the next destination. And the destinations are going to be unlimited. You're just going to keep trying to level up. If you focus on the mindset instead of the destination, which is how can I be a little bit better every day? How can I try a little bit more? How can I be more true to who I am? The better you'll usually end up doing. Now, number 5 is eliminating distractions. If you want to be focused, you have to be good at eliminating the distractions around you. How do you do that? You do one thing at a time. So instead of going and trying to quit something or multiple things at a time, or instead of trying to do a bunch of things at a time, it's kind of the same thing whether you're quitting or doing something new. You do one thing at a time. You go, I'm going to start doing this every day. I'm going to start doing a video a day. I'm going to start doing the gym every day. I'm going to go to the gym every day. And of course, you can miss days. You don't have to be perfect. But the action of doing something over and over and over, or not doing something over and over and over, is how you get closer to your goal. But you have to realize that you can't do everything at once. If you try to become this insanely skilled person overnight who's quit everything bad in their life and they're doing only good things, it's not sustainable. You want sustainable growth. If you want sustainable change, you need to create sustainable action. And sustainable action looks like this. If I can do one new thing and hold that thing for, let's say, a couple weeks to a month, it's easy for me to keep doing that. It's a habit now. I don't have to think about it. Now when I go do the next thing, it just stacks on top of that first thing. So I'll give you an example of this. I stopped going on social media on my phone. I just don't do it anymore. I uninstalled the apps. Now, I did that, just that. I focused on just doing that, and then when that became easy, then I did the next thing. One of the new things I'm doing is I'm not eating sugar or desserts. Once that's easy, then I'll go do the next thing. And if you can just slowly stack things that you know are good for you, and you do one thing at a time, it's usually pretty easy. The reason why quitting something or multiple things at a time is hard is because you can usually only focus on one thing at a time. So create an agreement with yourself and do it. Just focus on it and realize that you're not going to get the results of something by doing it for one day or even a few days or even maybe even a few months. It might take years. Number 6 is thinking about things differently in terms of time. Stop expecting things, or stop thinking about things in terms of very small time horizons. Think about, how can I acquire the thing that I want over the next few years? And how is the thing that I'm going to be doing going to affect me if I do it for a few more years? If I keep eating donuts every day for 2 more years, what is my life going to look like? You decide what you want. But if you think about, how is my life going to look like tomorrow if I eat a donut today, it's probably not going to look any different. But you want to think about long-term change. Who cares about short-term change? Who wants to actually be on the roller coaster? Most people, they go, well, I'm going to do this, and they go all the way up, and then I'm going to do this, and then they go all the way down, and it's back and forth, back and forth. Why not think about, I really want this thing over the next 2 years, so I'm going to start putting in the time to get that. And so really, ultimately, what this all boils down to, and the things that I've been seeing that people get the most success with, is just focusing on their expectations. If you can be better with your expectations of yourself, better with your expectations of others, stop blaming other people for your life and start taking responsibility for it, usually you're going to do a lot better. But most people, the reason why they're not successful isn't because they can't be, it's because their expectations are out of whack and they think that life is going to be a certain way. And I'm here to tell you that life is difficult. Life is not something where you make all this money and you don't have problems anymore. It just isn't. I've been somebody that was very poor, living out of my garage, had no money, no friends, nothing. And I've been somebody with a lot of money. I consider a lot of money, especially from where I came from. And I was miserable on both ends. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the extrinsic things in my life, the external things. It was about the intrinsic, the fact that I wasn't working on becoming better. I was constantly basing what my happiness should be on a destination rather than a mindset, which is, I need to become a little bit better every day. And so if you want to improve yourself, stop thinking about going somewhere or being somewhere. Think about becoming a little bit better. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you think you need to do. If you were to think about a better version of you, what would that look like? And then think about, how can I start making change over a long time horizon? How can I think about the next 6 months, 12 months, maybe a few years to become that person? How can I do a little bit at a time? If I were to break that person up into a 12-month period and I were to quit one thing a month and I were to change 12 major things in my life over the next year, what would that look like? And so part of the reason why I don't really like doing videos on how to make money is because most people don't need money. They need to be better people. And if you become a better person, generally your life changes as a result as well. You make more money, more people want to be around you, you drive cooler cars. But ultimately it doesn't matter. Those things are the cherry on top of the ice cream. And I think when you stop chasing these extrinsic things that you think are going to change you, and you start chasing the things that actually matter, the things that actually will change you, which is you becoming better, those other things become secondary. And while they're still cool, you don't live your life for them anymore. You live your life for deeper meaning. And that's ultimately what I think we all want. So do what you want. Either way, I want to do a quick plug. We have a new boot camp. It's closing tonight. If you want to join it, it's a 6-week training program. Myself and a few other coaches will be in there. We'll be teaching you how to adapt a new mentality so that you can start making change as well. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully we'll see you in there. I'll leave all the information in the links below this video so you can check out everything that's going to be included. But there's going to be multiple classes a week with replays. You don't need to invest anything else besides just getting the program. If you want to join it, we'll show you some things that you can spend money on within there if you want to automate. But for the most part, you can just get in there. And I think it's going to change a lot of people and get a lot of really cool results for people. So I hope you're one of those people, and I'll see you in there. Until then, happy living, happy money making. We'll see you next time. Bye.